You don't want that. Me ain't got our own car. We got our own car. Own car, paying for, paying our home. All right. Huh. Yeah. It's tough. How close are you? Nice.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play.
Yeah.
They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners.
Let them lose another game.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out. So
God damn it! Sorry, Mike.
Off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads.
Yeah, I gotta take my playbook off. Fuck. Mike. I had to. I'm streaming the game right now. Me and him play, so. Since he was asking me how we gonna do it, I'll show you how we gonna do it. I stream it. Yeah, it's a regular season game. First time we play. Uniforms. Yeah.
It's Week 8 of the NFL. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
they say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, we need to really. Yeah, he did. He had 37.
And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
He called too.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Brock Perk 30.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for it, and you can...
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brock Perk 30.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Yeah.
Purdy with it on third and long.
That's the best rapper alive
on
right
the
there.
deep ball.
Yeah, we're getting deep like that.
Touchdown, Detroit.
DK, we're getting deep.
His sixth touchdown of the season.
It's like that.
And the
Who's back
Lions
there?
need just 3
Run, who's
plays
back there,
to go
run?
down and take the early lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Out there. Also
and a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Gets by him at the 25, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Some accessories.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game. And I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13. And the Bears
know he got fused too,
we'll
because you've
see
seen
what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's pretty fucking insane.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Kuhn knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline,
Diggs.
study what's on the notes and the tablets,
I see
and
you,
you make
boy.
those adjustments prevent a repeat of the last
He
drive.
spun off Myles Garrett. Brock Purdy said him.
That's
Oh, that's not
how they
possible.
get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Never allow Derrick Henry to get into the rhythm, bro.
Here, tough spot, needing
allow
11 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy.
They
They set up the screen for Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And we lost 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Jones on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Don't be calling good play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw.
Oh, it's the check down, man.
Too strong. Down he goes.
It's crazy.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time,
good job. Let's capitalize on this defense.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A toss left. Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Henry up the middle. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Purdy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside handoff, Henry. William Golston in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry.
Nice.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw. To Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Javon Diggs interception.
And the Bears will have
it was bound to happen.
This is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
on this side of the field,
you noted,
Metcalf.
On this side of the field. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
What a throw.
Is letting it happen again right
what
here.
What a catch.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's got this complete to Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 55 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second and 2. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Check down.
And that is incomplete.
Jesus.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him
get a
with
1st
1
down.
yard to go.
Holy shit. And 3rd and 11, they come out with 4 wide. 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Touchdown.
Left
Touchdown.
side, it's
Get in there.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of scores in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after
Get him,
the
hit him.
throw.
Hit him.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
We have people open.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal
to our best wide receiver.
Can they
Get the
convert
T.
now on 3rd and goal?
Get the T. Oh my God.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Koo knocks this one through the post. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're up.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Now the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 11. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll look to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, Purdy. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Jefferson, 82 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll set up to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up a throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good thought.
Here's Jacobs.
Let me beat your ass.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That's what I thought.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will hold at 15.
Seen enough from this goddamn team. How close are you home?
Kickers, and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder.
I'm going to go to the gas station.
Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Purdy. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw.
Hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
20, 10, 5, touchdown.
T. Higgins,
64 yards.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Purdy from the gun.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
Hello.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Chicago offense set to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Njoku from a yard out. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Another shot now for this Lions offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Purdy sets up to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. A toss right to Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Purdy looking to throw.
And look at this.
They yes!
The turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Okay, well.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A give. It's Jacobs off the option.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Purdy now to throw.
Your nose going to him.
Hurst is tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Bears down by 10, and time a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass complete to Higgins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Lions, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
GG.